2026-27 La Liga season is here. Hope we're all doing well, everybody. The watch-alongs are well and truly back. We kept, obviously, the background that we got through with like halfway through the World Cup. We're sticking with this now. And yeah, hope you're all going to be enjoying the new season. Still Tuchel out, Mike. We love to see it. We love the consistency. Premier Sports are just finishing off showing this game between Getafe and Racing Club Santander. So, yeah, cheers for that. But yeah, in the meantime, we can go through the lineups. So yeah, our lineup as it looks like. Well, I don't know if Rafinha is going to be starting in that striker position. I feel like maybe he's going to be like interchanging a bit with Adeyemi and Yamal. I feel like that's probably what is going to happen. But we'll see what else. That back four is very interchangeable as well. But I mean, realistically, that is what I would expect to be. Gerard Martin at left back, Christensen and Eric as the centre back partnership, and then Xavi Espart covering in at right back. Gavi and Marc Bernal in the midfield looks like a very solid partnership. Of course, for those of you wondering why the heck's Pedri not starting and all them, you got to think obviously a lot of our team is Spanish players, and of course Spain went all the way in the World Cup. A lot of them players played a hell of a lot of minutes as well, except Pedri. Obviously, Rodri's still recovering from his the back surgery he had after the tournament. So yeah, obviously, Olmo's on the bench as well. Obviously, Fermin Lopez donning the number 7 Fermin, so it's going to be very weird to see him with that number 7. But here, it also feels a bit weird that we're not going to have a recognised striker. But what can you do? What can you do here? You just got to do what you got to do. Looking at Elche, they're going with a 5 at the back. Well, 3/5 at the back. Great stuff. Great stuff. Oh, there we go. Finally, the coverage is starting. Gavi's got the pink hair. Because he said if Spain won the World Cup, he'd dye his hair pink. And of course, Petri's got his hair blonde. Somebody's getting presented something from us. For us. Oh, is it for the World Cup winners? Yes, that'll be what it is. It's for the players that won the World Cup. Kabazi's obviously on the bench as well. Of course, he played an integral part in Spain winning the World Cup in the summer. So yeah, all of our players are getting presented with, well, all of our Spanish players that played at the World Cup are getting presented with plaques by Elche for basically saying, oh, congrats on winning the World Cup. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Elche. Respecto mundo. What channel? Well, it's on Premier Sports 1, Timo Werner. Premier Sports 1. It's on Premier Sports Uno. Oh, crap, and it's starting TikTok. Whoopsies. It's been a while since I had to go live on the old TikTok. Whoopsies. Nearly forgot. Nearly forgot how we're doing though, Timo. Timo Werner. Right, vamos, boys. Start of season has been meant to go on. El Capitan Rafinha. We all know his performances elevate to another level once he gets the captain's armband. Super Juan Garcia in between the sticks. It is going to be lovely to see Hansi Flick ball again for real this time. Of course, wearing our new away kit for the season. The Kobe Bryant inspired shirt. God, it looks weird seeing Yamal with a mustache, but he did say he'd grow out a mustache on that if Spain won the World Cup. So at least a lot of them found it now. You can have this job, but leave it till later. But yeah, vamos. Vamos. My only concern is with Christensen, is he going to be able to last the full 90 minutes? Because we all know Christensen's injury record is a bit it's a bit sus, but you know, it's a bit sus, but you know what I mean. Right, anyway, let's see if it looks like at the moment Xavi Espart's at left back. So it looks like Xavi Espart's at left back. You got Gerard Martin and Christensen as the duo as centre back, and then Eric Garcia is the one at right back. It's not what it says there on FotMob, but it's just basically, well, Eric is at right back. Oh, actually, no, that is right on FotMob. What am I on about? I'm going crazy, guys. I'm an old man. Cut me some slack. Cut me some slack, all right? Cut me some slack. I'm interested to see how Adeyemi does. He is on the left, actually. So Rafinha is playing as that, like, striker, quote-unquote. Here come Elche. Gotta be careful here. Good defending there from Christensen. Gavi and Bernal in the midfield is going to be a very interesting duo. I hope they can lock it down, pretty much. I hope they can lock it down. Of course, Gavi had a bit bit part role in the World Cup, so obviously he should be all right to play. Yamal, starting from this one, I wouldn't be surprised if he got subbed off in the second half, just to keep him, protect him, basically. Just to protect them. Here's Gavi. Over to Jared Martin. You are glad you are fluent Spanish, you can understand. Hey. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Muy bien, muy bien. I should probably practice my Spanish, because no doubt in the order. Muy bien, yes. Exactly. Muy bien. I should practice my Spanish, because then I have no shadow of a doubt that some idiot on TikTok's going to be like, no, nice Spanish, mate. Or something like that, and then I'll just have to whip out the old Espanol. So, you know what I mean. Because you always get the one or two idiots. Anyways, Garcia, Fermin Lopez with a number 7. So I might accidentally say Ferran, because I've been so used to Ferran Torres wearing the number 7, but at least we don't have to worry about Ferran Torres missing absolute sitters anymore. We don't have to worry about that, so life's good. Life is good. We don't have to worry about him stinking up the gaff anymore. Of course, Anthony Gordon on the bench for us today. I mean, we'll see what he's like in the second half, of course, if he does come on. And of course, Hamza Abdul Karim on the bench as well. The only recognised striker at the club right now. And he's only 18. Scenes. Absolute scenage. Not been the greatest of starts for us here. Been a bit sloppy on the ball, has to be said. Of course, Elche, this will be their second game of the La Liga season. La Liga actually started last weekend, but for us, I'm actually not. Atletico Madrid played on Monday, I'm pretty sure. Like Monday this week. Like Monday, like just gone, basically. So, yeah, other than us and Madrid, even though Madrid could have easily played because they had no Spanish players at the World Cup. So, yeah, you know what I mean? Gotta rub the salt in whenever I can. But anyway, yeah, banal sloppy pass there allows Elche to get back on the ball. To say that the problem with playing against teams like Elche, you need to get the first goal. When they're playing 5 at the back, you need to get the first goal. Because if you don't, then you're up against it. But to be fair, our front 3 is very interchangeable. Because obviously, without having a recognised striker, we can definitely cause a few problems here and there. Speaking of, Elche try to get forward, but good clearance there from Gerard Martin. Javi Esbar tries to win the ball back, but Elche retain the possession. Return the possession currently. Elche trying to come forward. Fermin Lopez has committed a foul and give away a free kick. Give away a free kick. I really would have thought we would have had a recognised striker at this point, but hey, what can you do? There's still plenty of time in the transfer window. Besides, we're just got to get the win tonight, start off the season as we mean to go on. And of course, this is nowhere near our best starting 11 either, because we're just protecting the players that have obviously not long just come back from their break after the World Cup. So, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Anyway, Elche free kick here on the right-hand side. Definitely going to be a one that gets delivered in. 100%. Oh, they try and dummy it. Left foot takes it. I think it was... What number was he? 14, I think it was. Nito? Ninto? That sounds like something else. Entirely. I best just call him number 14, you know. I best just call him number 14. Elche fans are making their voices heard. Fair play to them. Fair play to them. But yeah, we definitely got a lot of quality on our bench today. I mean, there is a few La Masia players in there. Like, you got Cortez, Jordi Pescar on the bench as well, who's involved in pre-season. But of course, then you're looking at like Kunde, Kabazi, Olmo, Pedri, Gordon. Here we go. Yamal in behind. Can he get the first goal of the season? Oh, Yamal. You had to square it out of Yemi there. Oh, you're mean. It was a good ball over the top from... Oh, there might have been a question for offside anyway. It looked like he was offside based on this replay, but it was a good ball from Eric Garcia. But yeah, if Yamal... You would expect him to get that on target, to be honest. With a player of his quality, you would expect him to get it on target. And You could see why Adeyemi would be a bit frustrated there, because he was there for the opportunity to square it. But to be honest, I feel like based on that replay, it probably was an offside. It probably was an offside, if I'm being brutally honest. But, you know, Elche retaining possession currently. Yeah, Yamal got in behind the Elche quite well there, even if it was offside or not. It's a good sign. It's a good sign that we can get in behind them, and if we could start seeing some interchanging between like Rafinha, Adeyemi, and Yamal, then that would be good to see. That will be good to see, because you look at the success of, like, say, PSG. They don't play with like a recognised striker, and yet obviously look at what they're doing. You know, so it could definitely be done. You don't have to play with a recognised number 9. But obviously our system is a hell of a lot more aggressive than what, like, PSG's is. So, yeah, it almost demands that we need to get loads of goals. Because we basically sacrifice defending for, like, scoring a load of goals. And speaking of, Yamal tried to play Adeyemi in behind, but too much on the pass and easy catch for the goalkeeper. Easy catch for the goalkeeper. Of course, Rafinha, no matter where Rafinha plays, he always leads the press, and that is what you just love about Rafinha. Oh my god, Christensen, that was a bit of a dodgy header. Thankfully, Juan Garcia was awake to it and managed to clear it away, but Christensen, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. It's the first game of the season. Let me have my mini heart attacks halfway through the campaign, right? I love handsy football, but I don't love it giving me an eye on heart attacks. Oh my god. Anyway, here's Gerard Martin. Xavier Espart, another one who's been impressive in mid-season. There was rumours that Xavier Espart could have played in the midfield alongside Marc Bernal. But obviously Gavi's gotten the nod in the midfield alongside Bernal. You never know, maybe as the game goes on, possibly Xavier Espart could drift into the midfield, but we'll see. He's trying to come forward here, but he's lost possession. He's lost possession, unfortunately. I'd say the main player to keep an eye on for Elche, probably Redondo. I mean, he used to play for Inter Miami. So, you know what I mean. Victor Chust, former Barca player as well. Well, Barca B player mainly. So yeah, he's the one I'm going to be keeping a close eye on. Here's Adeyemi. Of course, his first official appearance for us. And for once, with our new signings, we haven't had to worry about registration issues. Thank the Lord. This is an unbelievable feeling I haven't had in years. Not having to worry about how we're going to register our players. Oh, it's a dream come true. Like, long may it continue, and we don't have to worry about registering our goddamn players. Oh, Jesus. Those were pretty painful times. I mean, even, I remember when we signed Olmo, and he couldn't play the first few games of the season because we just couldn't register him. It was just absolute pain. But thankfully, we're not in those times anymore, or at least for this season anyway. We might be back to those times next season, but hopefully not. Hopefully not. So yeah, let's just enjoy this summer transfer window and the fact that, yeah, we don't have to worry about registering players. Hallelujah for that. Here's Adeyemi and Rafinha plays it back for Gavi. Go on, it's got a good counter-attack. Gavi trying to switch the play to the right-hand side for Lamine Yamal. Good first touch there from Lamine. Yamal plays it. Oh, he tries to play him behind Rafinha, but just a bit too far ahead for El Capitan Rafinha. Just a bit too far ahead of Super El Capitan Rafinha. I'm not expecting, like, a 5-star performance here, because it is our first competitive game of the season, and a lot of the players will still be a little bit, well, still getting up to speed is what the term I'd like to use, because obviously some of the players, like the Spanish ones, like Yamal, the ones who are at the World Cup, they're still trying to get up to speed again after having a little bit of a break. So yeah, obviously I'm not expecting like a top tier performance, but as long as we get the win, it's all that matters. Of course, play well. Of course, if we play well, that obviously helps our chances to win. But yeah, at first game of the season, it's just all about getting the 3 points. just get the 3 points, start off the campaign as we mean to go on. But yeah, that bench is absolutely stacked with quality. Absolutely stacked. I am from Catalunya, Senor Housecat. Muy bien, gracias. Gracias por todo. Catalunya. Catalunya. Catalunya, my friend. Catalunya. Muy bien. See, I told you how to do that team over, I don't know if you're still here. Big Elche, good interception there. Here's Gavi. Muy bien, muy bien. Muy bien, TikTok. Hola, TikTok. How we doing? Right, come on, head away by Eric. Elche getting a bit of confidence here, which I'm not a fan of, but of course Juan Garcia hasn't had to be forced into a save as of yet. So at least there's that. At least there is that. Go on, Rafinha, press. Okay, we're forcing them backwards. That's what I like to say. Put it back to the keeper. Put it back to the keeper. Udo Sangaria. Good interception. Fermin Lopez. Plays it through for Rafinha. Could be a chance to make it 1-0. Rafinha, Penrith! Penalty. Good stuff, team. Good stuff. Alright, that was a clear Penrith. Victor Troost brought down Rafinha just when he skipped past him and was about to lay it off. Lamine Yamal. Stonewall penalty. It's not even up for debate. Good ball from Fermin Lopez. Stonewall pen. Stonewall pen. Stonewall pen. How come I support Barca? Because they're the team that made me actually like the sport. You know what I mean? Before I liked football, I didn't like football, like, for most of my life. And then I started watching Barca, and then that's how I liked football. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Nathan? How we doing? How we doing? But right, Stonewall penalty. Rafinha from the penalty spot. El Capitan. He's got a 94% conversion rate. How's that 94%? He scored 18 out of 19 of his penalties. That should be like a 99% conversion rate, no? Whatever. Anyway, Rafinha from the penalty spot. Can he get us our first goal of the La Liga season? And can he give us the lead here? Away at Elche. Rafinha, please. Come on, Rafinha. You step up when you wear the captain's armband. Rafinha from the penalty spot. Vamos! Rafinha! Bang! Rafinha makes it 1-0, and we lead here away at Elche. Go on, do the celebration. Boom! Rafinha! 1-0, vamos! Woo! Arsenal for you? Hey, I know many Arsenal fans, so no matter who you support, you're welcome here, Nathan. I don't mind who you support, you're welcome here. Just apologies for when we beat you in the Champions League final in 2006. Yeah, apologies for that, but hey, well. Oh, yes, Rafinha. Doing a little Spider-Man celebration. Love to see it. We absolutely love to see that one. Oh, beautiful. He struck penalty into the bottom right corner. Woo! Keeper did go the right way, but Rafinha just placed it at absolute perfection. Yeah, you're not saving that. Super Rafinha starts off the campaign as we mean to go on. Lovely stuff. In fact, Rafinha actually scored the first goal last season, so he's making it a little bit of a thing, this. He's making it a little bit of a thing. He loves to score our first goal of the season. You don't miss those? Exactly, Adam. Exactly. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Is he doing a Spider-Man celebration hinting at a possible... I don't believe we're going to sign Alvarez, unfortunately. Atletico Madrid are just refusing to sell. I mean, they're just refusing to sell, well, to us anyway. They'd happily sell to, like, Arsenal or PSG or whoever else would be interested. But they just don't want to sell to us. I can guarantee that if Real Madrid were interested, they'd probably sell to Real Madrid over us. Like, you know how mad that is. Crazy. Craziness. Your team is actually Valencia, but honestly, I feel sorry for you guys. Valencia, you've been ran poorly. Your owner is an absolute rat. He is the reason for your downfall, and I am so sorry that you have fell off so much, madam. How long have I watched? For about a decade. Yeah, it's coming up for a decade. I started watching football in like late 2016. So yeah, it's coming up for about a decade. It's coming up for about a decade. About a decade. Right, Elche have got themselves a corner. Got themselves the corner. Yes, I was very late into football. I was very late into football. From my childhood, I didn't really like football. I only got into football from like I said, like late 2016. So I would have been about 14. 14, yeah, I would have been about 14-year-old. With the corners whipped in by Elche. They got a free header there, Nate. Thank God for Joan Garcia. Downfall came from early 2000s because Madrid and Barca borrow money from the banks. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Buy a player. Hey, David Villa, top tier signing. I appreciate you for that. And Jordi Alba. Shouts for that. But yeah, I would love to see you guys be able to get back to the top. Well, at least to be able to competing. I'd love to see Valencia get back to being able to compete for like Champions League places again, because you're too big of a club to not be like fighting for the European football. Same with Sevilla as well. Valencia and Sevilla should be teams that are fighting for like Champions League spots, not be like on the cusp of relegation. There's good football. This Adeyemi should have controlled the pass there instead of trying to flick it back to Rafinha. Cool pen by Rafinha. You better believe it. Never gonna live you up. How we doing? How we doing, Josh? How many times have we signed Cancelo? 3 times. Twice on loan, once on a permanent. Twice on loan, once on a permanent. There we go. With best goalkeeper, Canizares and midfield, Pablo. Oh, here we go. Yamal in behind. He's trying to look for an option. Being closed off. He's squared it across the box, but yeah, easy clearance for Sangare. From City, Al Hilal, and Al Hilal again. You better believe it. Got him on loan from City, on loan from Al Hilal, and then we bought him from Al Hilal. Actually, no, we didn't buy him from Al Hilal because we got him on a free transfer. Big up Deco. Big up Deco, for once. Only took 2 times. Where's Pedri? He's on the bench. Some of the players that have obviously come back late from obviously the World Cup, they're still getting up to speed. So like the likes of Kabazi, Pedri, were on the bench. Kabazi, what did I say? Kabazi? I think I said Kabazi. And of course, Cancelo was brought in pretty late on, so that's why he's on the bench, because he didn't really have a pre-season. So just trying to ease him in gently. God, carefully. Yeah, good clearance. Good stuff from Javier Spot. They look dreadful. Don't think Flicker's going to play Pedri and Rodri together that much. I mean, I hope that will be the case. I hope they play together much. I mean, Rodri's still recovering from that minor back surgery he had after the World Cup. So that's why he's not here. But, Podri. Definitely Pedri. Definitely Pedri. Pedri looked tired. Yeah, it's just basically because obviously Pedri came back. Obviously, he was one of the players that came back from the World Cup late. Oh, Rodri is... Oh, I get what you mean, though. I get what you mean. But yeah, Rodri is, well, Podri, in your case, Josh. He's still recovering from that minor back surgery he had after the World Cup. Oh, ref, man. Is this how it's going to be now, is it? We're going to start being dodgy again. New season, same referees. Nothing new here. Oh, come off it. What's he meant to do there? He gave a handball against Mark Bernal for a free kick to Elche. What's he meant to do here? He's like leaning away. Yes, his arm's a bit outstretched. But like, what's he meant to do? He's meant to just go chop off his arm. Oh, Christ. Craziness. There's actually new rules in that league where they can actually overturn a second yellow card with VAR. So that's something. I'm pretty sure some of the rules are similar to the ones that you've seen, new rules that you've seen in the Premier League about like, oh, you only got like 10 seconds to get off the pitch or whatever, or all that. This ref is not worse than Anthony Taylor. Oh, I don't know, like, I don't know, like, it's definitely possible. Why is Barcelona the last one to play a match this season? Well, the start of a match. Well, technically we're not across the whole world because it's Chelsea in the Premier League, but I just guess we were the last game for La Liga this weekend. I don't know how the scheduling works. It just works in magical ways. Yeah, it's just magic, I guess. It's just literally potluck, I guess. Yeah, you don't really get to choose when you play. It's just when it comes up. Imagine the goalkeeper's on a yellow. Oh, you'd be in the bin. Goalkeeper in the bin. Massive Gracias. Muy bien, muy bien. Gracias. Gracias por todo. Hola. ¿Cómo está? ¿Qué tal? Sí, muy bien. Ah, that's what I do when anybody says nice Spanish accent or whatever. It's actually Catalan accent, so do your geography. Oh, Christ. Technically, Oh, yeah, exactly. So, we're not last. The Bundesliga are last. So, there we go. The Bundesliga are last. Alright, come on, let's get some intensity. I thought Gordon would start too, to be honest. I thought Gordon would play in the striker position and then Rafinha would be on the left. But, no, I guess Flick has went with Adeyemi for this one, so... Here we go. Adeyemi. Oh, come on, ref, that's a foul. Whatever. Elche coming forward. There could be a chance to equalise. What an interception, Eric. Absolutely love that interception from Eric Garcia. Lovely stuff. Is Rafinha? No, he's not. He's actually playing on the wing. No, not the wing. Adeyemi is on left wing and Rafinha is at striker. This is correct. I thought this would be wrong at first because I thought that Javier Esparza would be at right back and then Jean Martin would be at left back. But the back line's correct, and obviously so is the forward line. So is the forward line. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but apparently Adeyemi's going to be basically similar to what Rashford was, where he's basically back up for the wings, but then doesn't really play up front, you know? Anyway, corner for Elche, whipped in from the right-hand side, headed away by Christensen. Is Furman going to get there? But nope, they played it all the way back to the keeper. What I'm worried about is that the players are very tired from the World... Yeah, a lot of players are tired from the World Cup. That's the thing. That is the thing. A lot of players are going to be... Especially like, the players that played a lot for, like, say, Spain, Argentina, England, France. Like, the teams that got, like, quite far in the tournament. They're going to be quite tired, so... Yeah, I mean, it is going to take a while for those, like, players to get back up to the speed, basically. Hence why you've seen, like, the likes of Kouazi, Pedri, Dani Olmo on the bench, just so they can get back up to speed. Gavi should be tired. Well, Gavi, he had a bit part rule the World Cup. That's the thing. Gavi had a bit of a bit. He started the first game against Cape Verde, but then he was basically, he came on off the bench all the time, so... That's basically... So, yeah, and besides, Gavi's just basically got an endless engine. Man's basically just got he's an endless engine. Just can run for days. Can run for days. Yeah, I'm not really too, like, fussed about how we get the result today, as long as we just get the result, because obviously we need... Just want to start the season off the best way possible, you know what I mean? Just want to start off the season the best way possible. Possible. Elche currently have possession. 25 minutes in. Currently 1-0, courtesy of Rafinha from the penalty spot. Here's Fermin Lopez back to Rafinha. Tries to put it back to Fermin. Vital interception there, but Fermin's managed to keep the ball. Brought down. Brought down, but not enough to cause a foul. Clearance doesn't go as far as Gavi, but he's tried to play it a bit too far forward, and Elche win possession back. But this is good press. This is what we love to see. But we couldn't keep the ball, unfortunately. They would deserve to win the ball there from that press, but what can you do? But yeah, Elche know they're going to get chances because, of course, with the high line that we play, it's most teams do get chances. A bit too much for your liking. Well, to be honest, under Hansi Flick and with this high line, that is what's going to happen quite a lot. The teams are going to create quite a few chances against us with how aggressive our style of play is. Yeah, the teams are going to create chances against us. We're just going to accept that. What we're just going to hope for is that we can score more than them if they do score, which most teams do score past us because we don't really defend that well. Let's be real. Defending's very secondary for us under Hansi Flick. It's very secondary. We're focused on the going forward, not the defending. You know what I mean? We focus on all that. But anyway, whipped in the cross by Elche. Good header away by Javier Spart. Adeyemi's won the ball back of Sangaria, but too much of a heavy touch. He's allowed Elche to get the ball back. He's doing quite well defensively, Adeyemi. He does track back. That's what you like to see. I mean, I always knew Adeyemi was a good player whenever I watched him play for Dortmund. Obviously, which was not very often because I don't watch the Bundesliga. But whenever I've seen Adeyemi in the past, he's always been very good. So obviously to have him in the ranks here, and the fact that we only had to pay 22 million for him, for a 24-year-old winger, right, just about to enter his prime years, only having to pay 22 million in the modern day is an absolute steal. Let's just admit that. Deco cooked in that regard. Deco absolutely cooked. Absolutely cooked. You basically got your Rashford replacement, and of course Adeyemi's 4 years younger than Rashford. So that's even better. There's still room to grow. To be fair, you would have spent your career boss for 22 million. 21-year-old. Hey, you've got plenty of time left, don't you, Roy? You've got plenty of time. I mean, who knows? I might be a Jamie Vardy. I'm only 24, so you never know. I could do a Jamie Vardy, play for, I don't know, some Sunday League team, and then win the Prem one day. Who knows? The sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. You know what I mean? The sky is the limit. Right, that should be a corner for us. It should be a corner. I tell you what, I cannot wait, though, for when Rodri makes his debut. That is going to be so good. Like, I always said, when Busquets retired, well, not retired, but when Busquets left, I always said the ideal replacement for Busquets would be Rodri, but I thought we could never, ever get him. But now we have him. It's just like it was meant to be, you know? The only issue is the last 90-minute game we played was 5 years ago. Oh, there. Well, I've never played a 90-minute game in my life, so... Rafinha whips in the corner. Headed on. Oh. Head injury. Christensen won the header, but fouled the man in the box, so Elche get themselves a free kick. I always said that Rodri was one of the most Barca-coded players that have never played for Barca. It genuinely is. But now he's obviously going to play for us, so it's fantastic. Who would I say was the most Barca-coded player that never actually played for us? I'd probably say someone like David Silva. David Silva felt like a Barca player. Like, he was coded to play for us, but he just never did. We got a high... Are we having a... Oh my god, we're having a hydration break. I thought we were done with this after the World Cup. Although it is in Spain, so Spain is quite warm. I can let it slide slightly. It is Spain, but oh, I thought we were done with hydration breaks after the World Cup. Oh, well, they call it cooling break here. Di Maria, yeah, I would agree. I'd say Isco. Isco in his prime. I felt like he would have really done well for us in our midfield. But obviously at the time, when Isco was on the scene, you had like... Obviously, that was still when like Busquets, Iniesta was still out. Rakitic was coming on the scene, so I don't know where Isco would have played. And this one guy, Lionel Messi. Yeah, that one guy called Lionel Messi. Yeah, he would have been perfect, you know? He would have been absolutely unbelievable. That Lionel Messi guy. Yeah, he would have been great. God, I miss Messi. Oh, I miss Messi. Who else would have been a good, like a Barca-coded striker? I still stand by David Silva, in my opinion. David Silva, he would have been immense. Absolutely immense. In his prime, especially. Oof. He would have been unreal. Absolutely unreal. Ozil's a good one as well, actually. I think Ozil would have been quite decent as well. I'm trying to think of, like, forwards, though. I'll tell you what. Maybe, like, before we had Suarez, maybe someone like Wayne Rooney in his prime. Wayne Rooney in his prime would have been actually quite good. I'm not going to lie. Oh, Dybala, that's a shout. Dybala in his prime would have been a very good shout. Here come Elche, Cohen breaks over, Eric Garcia clears it away. Just about. Dear me. Going for a throw-in for Elche on the left-hand side of the pitch. I can't believe Dybala's like 30-odd now. Like, how old is he? Like 33? God, man, I feel old. I feel really old. Dybala being in his 30s. Jesus. Only feels like yesterday when he was still that, like, wonder kid you'd sign on FIFA. Oh my days. Only feels like yesterday. And now look, we're all unks. We're all absolute unks. Dybala should have been honestly, I remember the days when Dybala was, like, up there in, like, potential-wise with, like, Neymar. It was always, like, you'd always say, like, Neymar was, like, the head of the throne, like Messi and Ronaldo. Then you had, like, the likes of, like, Dybala. There's probably some other players I can't really remember off the top of my head right now. Maybe, like, Alexis Sanchez when he was in his prime. Who else was there? You had, like, Kingsley Coman. God, who else was there? Streets will never forget. The streets will never forget. One of Elche strikers, 29, Huari, got a yellow card. Yellow card. God, who else was it? One of those, like, wonder kids back. Renato Sanchez. Now that was a midfielder who was meant to be a wonder kid. God, FIFA 17, wow. He was probably the best midfielder in the game. Oh, Thomas Meunier. Not Thomas Meunier. Jesus Christ, what am I on? Munir El Haddadi. Yeah, he's at Las Palmas now, I believe. Last time I checked, he was at Las Palmas, but God, I remember when he was a wonder kid. Jesus. God, I feel old. You had, like, Carlos Alenia. Ricky Pooch. Shout out to Ricky Pooch. God, I remember when he was, like, oh my God. I remember when we were thinking about he was going to be our midfielder for decades. Ricky Pooch was like Pedri before Pedri. Oh, crap. Elche nearly have a chance to equalise there, but thankfully the striker couldn't make connection with the cross there. He's got a shave. He did say, though, he would grow a beard out if Spain won the World Cup, so... yeah. Blame Spain for winning the World Cup, then. Oh, who else was there? Musa Wagger, what the hell happened to him? That's my next question. You had... Oh, who else was there? Like, back in the day. Ansu Fati, oh. That's the sad story for me. Ansu Fati. Like, bro. I remember Ansu Fati's debut. Bro. How good Ansu Fati was before the injuries. Oh my God. It was... He was honestly... Ansu Fati was like the Lamine Yamal before Lamine Yamal. When he first broke through. And then the injuries just killed him. That's the one I'm devastated about the most. But anyway, we've got to focus on the present. Here's Elche trying to come forward here. Trying to play a cross. Good interception there from Javier Spart. Gavi now and Adeyemi. Adeyemi tries to play it forward for Rafinha in behind, but Elche managed to deal with the ball there. I think it was number 22, Afen Gerber. Yeah. Do not quote me on that pronunciation because my pronunciation skills are in the absolute toilet. You will know that if you have been here for a long time. Oh, man. Yeah, my pronunciation skills are not the greatest. I'll give you that. And we'll give you that. We'll give you that. Elche trying to come forward again. Right, come on, let's just stay switched on, please. Ideally, I would like a second goal before half-time, but I'm not really going to be too upset. As long as we have the lead, that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. Oh, come off it, ref! Is that a foul? Gavi looks so weird with pink hair, mind. He just looks so weird with the pink hair. That's the proper luminous pink hair. Oh, God. It does look very odd, I have to admit. Well, I mean, at least it means he's easy to tell who it is. You know what I mean? At least he sticks out like a sore thumb. At least that, right? But yeah, free kick for Elche here. Elche are starting to get quite a few set pieces, but we have to be careful of that. We do have to be a tad bit careful of that. About to whip it in. Does get whipped in over towards the left-hand side. Way good stuff. Good defensive duties there. Xavi Espart's currently got a 7 rating on FotMob. I feel like he definitely does deserve that. He's been very solid so far. Of course, he had a solid pre-season, so obviously all that was in midfield. But now the fact that he's doing quite a good job at left-back, this could be a breakout season for Xavi Espart. Definitely could be a breakout season for him, and I am all for it. I am all for it. Maybe he's like the next... Obviously, he could be the next breakout star from La Masia, which just continues to spawn. It just spawns brand new players every season. You know what I mean? It's what you love about it. Just when it feels like, oh, we don't know what we're going to do for this position, La Masia just spawns the next best thing. Like, it's just absolutely insane. Like, we needed a new centre-back when Piqué retired and everything like that. Upstepped Pau Kubazi. We need a new superstar in the attack. Spawns Lamine Yamal. We need a new midfielder who's kind of similar to Busquets. Spawns Marc Bernal. It's just absolutely unbelievable. Genuinely is. What pressure that is from ref? Are you? Oh, ref. That was good press, and you're giving them a free kick. Are you actually taking the absolute mick out of me? Oh, it was Gavi, actually. How can I tell? How can I tell it was Gavi? Luminous pink hair. Oh, but that was good press, man. And you... Oh, God, ref. Oh, I forgot how frustrating these Liga officials are. Oh, I genuinely forgot how frustrating. Gavi. it was a better Timo Werner. Gavi said if Spain won the World Cup, he'd dye his hair pink. And obviously Spain won the World Cup, so yeah. He went and dyed his hair pink. I can't really say anything because I did, at the time, I said that if England won Euro 2020, well, 2021, because it was played in 2021, if England had won that Euros, I would have dyed my hair blonde and got the Paul Gascoigne trim. So I can't really say anything. So, you know what I mean? I mean, I wouldn't dye it pink, but if Gavi said that, so, you know what I mean? Oh, trust me, if you don't like people dyeing their hair random colours, do not go and look up Reece James with green hair. Because my God, that was a sight. That was one hell of a sight, it has to be said. That was one hell of a sight. Reece James with green hair. Here come Elche on the right-hand side. They try to force an equaliser. Crosses come in, but good clearance there from João Martin. Finds Adeyemi. Ref. There, out time. Question your F1 Korean. Hulkenberg has just won. Dubs! We love Nico Hulkenberg. Hulk is the man. Hulk is the absolute gaffer of the century. Well, he's not the gaffer, but he is the guy. You know what I mean? He is the guy. Right, Rafinha. That hit the ref. There. They hit the ref. You know what? For once, the ref was actually... For the ball hitting the ref, it was actually a good thing for once, because otherwise Elche were in there. Oh, Deco's at this game. Hey, Deco, you better be cooking in the background, my son. You better be cooking up this striker plan. Because we need it. We need you cooking. We need you cooking for this next week and whatever is left of the transfer window. We need you to cook up some sauce, Deco. Cook up the sauce. What an interception, right? Hey. For once, the referee was stood. For once, the ball hitting the referee was actually a good thing for once. Because Elche would have had a good, a decent counter-attack there. Hulk and Goat. Yes, Hulk and Goat. Hulk and Goat! Hulk and Goat. Hulk and Goat indeed. Anyways, Christensen. Eric Garcia. We're going to try and extend the lead before half-time. That'd be nice, but to be honest, Elche have been, well, they haven't troubled Juan Garcia, but they have been coming forward quite a bit. There's Mark Bernal. Mark Bernal and Gavi. This could be a good opportunity here. Gavi and Adeyemi on the left-hand side. Adeyemi gets past his man. Has the shot. Oh, narrowly dragged wide. Rafinha almost managed to maybe get it in for a tap-in. Oh, you could see what Adeyemi was trying to do there as well. It's a good strike, but narrowly dragged wide. Does the keeper get a touch? That's my question. It looked like from one of the angles, the referee, the goalkeeper got the slightest fingertip, but I guess not. You could see what Adeyemi was trying to do there, though. He looked pretty decent. He's looked pretty decent so far. I still would say Adeyemi is definitely better off the right. But obviously, when you have someone of the quality of Lamine Yamal on the right-hand side, you're not exactly gonna, you know, you're not exactly gonna chuck Yamal on the left, are you? You know what I mean? So Adeyemi's just gotta try and fill in wherever he can. Fill in wherever he can. At least now I can finally say Kareem the Dream. You know? So if Adeyemi scores, I can go Kareem the Dream Adeyemi. Whoa! Elche's goalkeeper was playing with fire there. Mamma mia. Adeyemi nearly nicked it off him. Here come Elche, right-hand side. They're loving the attack on this right-hand side. There's a good block there from Joe Martin. It's forced a corner. Forced a corner to Elche. They love to be attacking on this, our left, but their right-hand side. Maybe just trying to exploit the fact that obviously Javier Espart isn't a left back, so they're trying to just exploit that, really. Oh, Gavi's down. Oh, no. It's always worrying when Gavi goes down, because obviously, you know, when he's had these knee injuries in the past. Oh, God, no. Oh, Pedri's coming on. Pedri's got his bib off. Yeah, Gavi's coming off. We're not taking any risks. Yeah, the doctor's just done the sub thing. Well, that's Gavi gone then. Go. Jesus Christ, team over. Oh. No, yeah, Gavi's not going to be able to continue here. Pedri is going to be coming on for the final stages of this first half. That is not great. I just hope it's nothing too serious for Gavi. I really hope it's nothing serious, because if it's that knee, it scares the living daylights out of me if it's that knee. Really does scare the living daylights, because obviously when you've done an ACL injury, you're always susceptible to more injuries after that, so please, for the love of God, do not be any sort of knee injury again. Elche corner whipped in. Pedri's now come on. Pedri's come on a lot earlier than what we would have wanted him to, but it had to be done. Excuse me, had to be done. Elche coming again on this right-hand side. Javier Espart's trying to block the cross. It's being whipped in now, though. Juan Garcia couldn't get a hand to it. It's managed to be cleared away. Pedri. Oh, of course, Pedri's. Oh, I thought you said he was clear. Right, I'm not going to comment on if he's cuter. But, you know. You do you. You do you. Rodri alongside Pedri is going to be an absolute dream when that happens, but it's not happening just yet. Pedri over Eric Garcia. That was in. You don't even need to be complaining. That was kept in play. I'm not dissing you. I'm just saying you do you. You do you. You do you, Timo. You do you. No diss. You just do you. Here's Mark Bernal. Switching the play over to Eric Garcia. Lamine Yamal. See, the problem is we don't really have anybody to cross the ball into. Eric tries to play the cross short, but deflected out, cleared away. Of course, Timo, of course. You were my career mode GOAT back in the day. Career mode GOAT on FIFA 19. Career mode GOAT. GOATage. Now the referee's saying Christensen fouled an Elche player. Of course. Of course. Oh, come off it. It's basically a 50-50 and they've basically not took each other to the ground. Come off it, ref. Christ almighty. Referee. Referee, man. It's literally like a 50-50 challenge, that, and they've both gone down. Yet he gives the free kick to Elche. Make that make sense? Make that make sense? Because I know for a fact I can't. Certainly did not miss having to put up with these stupid La Liga referees past couple of months. But, oh, we're back. We're back, everybody. We're back. We're back. Good header there from Marpanal. Yamal plays in Rafinha. Rafinha over to Adeyemi. Can he get his goal? He sure as hell can. Karim the Dream Adeyemi. Karim the Dream Adeyemi, like I just said, has made it 2-0 here just before half time. It's a shame about Gavi going off injured, but hey, we will take the 2-0 lead heading into the break. Vamos! Adeyemi. His first official goal for the club. Lovely stuff. Good finish on his right foot as well. What's Adeyemi's celebration? I need to learn what his celebration is. Does he even have a signature celebration? That's the thing. Does he have a signature celly? Does he have a signature celebration? I guess I need to learn it if he does. I need to learn it if he does. Very good finish. Yeah, about a backflip. I'm not that flexible, so you know what I mean. I mean, unless you want to say me break my back, then go ahead. Yes, Adeyemi. My man. Karim the Dream. Adeyemi. Yes, you might go for... Yeah, it would go viral, but at the same time, I'd have to learn how to walk again. So, you know what I mean? What's more important, my back or going viral? you gotta think about the pros and cons here. Oh, man. Oh, Christ. Some of the things we talk about here is absolutely insane. Yeah, it's nice to see Adeyemi getting his first official goal for the team. Go on, Firmin. Rocking that number 7. Ref! Free kick. Exactly. Now we're really starting to put the pressure on Elche. Really starting to put the pressure on them now. Rafinha, goal and an assist. He is starting off this season like he means to carry on. Of course, he had a very injury-hit campaign last time out, Rafinha, so he'll want to make it right this season. He'll want to make it right this season. Rafinha. Of course, he always steps up when he has that El Capitan's badge. Always steps up. And speaking of taking who's going to take the free kick, it's going to be Super Rafinha. Imagine we'll make it 3-0 before half-time. But the problem is we never score from set pieces. Well, very rarely score from set pieces. Very rarely score from a set piece. Anyways, Rafinha whips it in. Go on! Oh! Mark Bernal was there. Unfortunately, just put it over the bar. That's surely going to be the last action of the first half. Surely? Yeah, that's the last action of the first half. It was a beautiful delivery from Rafinha from the free kick. Bernal's sliding for it, but he just puts too much on it and then it goes over the bar. But there we go. That is half-time here. 2-0 lead. Goals courtesy of Rafinha from the penalty spot 15 minutes in. And then just before half-time, Karim the Dream Adeyemi gets his first official goal for the club. And we lead 2-0 in our La Liga opener here against Elche. And now we're back to the half-time entertainment, which is what We all love to see. We all love to see. You're German. Hey. Adeyemi, Kareem the Dream. Is what I say. Serie A 2022-23. 60 million value, but he scored 0 goals. Right, so he's clearly a defender. Bastoni. What a guess. What a guess. I'm just the king of guessing. Come at me. Right, tenable. Arsenal 2020-21 most matches. Why do I feel like the German's Mustafi? It was a Mustafi. Okay, we were kind of close. But no. Pepe. Kieran, yeah, I was thinking Tierney. Not Pepe. Ivory Coast. Must have put the wrong guy. Pepe. Yeah, Nicholas Pepe. I accidentally clicked Pepe as in Pepe. Like, Pepe the defender. Bummer who? What? Yeah. Saka? There we go, Saka. Saka, Xhaka. Lacazette. Saka, Xhaka, Laka. Saka, Xhaka, Laka. Let's try and say that 10 times fast. El Neni. I'll just put Mohammed. Mohammed. El Neni. Smith Rowe? Possible. Emil Smith Rowe, not him. I'm trying to think who was at Arsenal at the time. Spain. Oh, was it Ceballos? Danny Ceballos. I forgot he was at Arsenal. Ben White. Was he there in 2020? I don't think he was. Oh, is it Rob Holding? Rob Holding. God, can Arsenal go back to this banter squad, please? Rob Holding. Rob Holding. Oh God, can they go back to that banter squad? Those were fun times. AC Milan, Belgium. I am not putting who people want me to put. That is for sure. Salamakers. Pulisic. AC Milan, Portugal, Leao. I'm surprised Leao still hasn't left AC Milan yet, because he said, like, very early on in the summer he wanted to leave AC Milan. So I'm very surprised he's still there. I've got to be honest. Who's the he goes by a certain Origi. Ooh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that guy. That guy, you know, that guy. Yeah, he who must not be named for the sake of my sanity. Yeah. Yeah, no comment. Juventus, Belgium. I feel like this is obvious, but I can't think of any. Did Thomas Meunier play for Juve? I swear he did. Oh, that's Thomas Muller. No, not Thomas Meunier. Carrasco. Oh, yeah. Could have gone to Yannick Carrasco. Forgot about Yannick Carrasco. Oh, Pender. You see, he's at Lyon. That's a good signing for Lyon, I have to admit. Where is Yannick Carrasco these days? He's another player that was very well. He was highly rated back in the day, but then he's just disappeared. He's still in Saudi. Jesus Christ. That man is still in Saudi getting the money. Timothy Weah. Ronaldo. Atletico Madrid, USA. Oh, God. Atletico Madrid, America. An American who's played for Atleti. That's new. That is very new. Atletico Madrid, Portugal as well. Why can't I think of a Portuguese person who's played for Atletico Madrid? Oh, Cardoso. That's a shout. Johnny Cardoso. Your fridge has an ant infection and they keep coming out the fridge. You know what I would do? Chuck the fridge out. Chuck that fridge outside. If it has food in it, then you're going to have to sacrifice the food as well. Just chuck the fridge out. Say adios to the fridge. Be gone with the fridge. God, we talked some absolute nonsense. Oh, Felix? There's another name. João Felix. Bro, this guy's fell off the face of the earth. Man has fell off the face of the earth, João Felix. Genuinely fell off the face of the earth. It's actually quite sad, in a way. Because he was, when he was at Benfica, he was like the next big thing. And then he just went to the worst club possible in Atletico Madrid. Yeah, he's at Al Nassr, same club as Ronaldo. He's at Al Nassr. Man genuinely fell off a cliff. Yes, thank you all for reminding me of João Felix. Barca Cup. No, we revived him slightly. We revived him. Well, slightly. We didn't fully revive him, but we revived him in a way. Won the Puskas Award. Giroud, James Rodriguez, Ibrahimovic surely did for that bicycle kick against, that overhead kick against England. Zidane. I think, did Garnacho win it? When he did that overhead kick against Everton? I think that was just goal this season, though. I feel like that was just the goal this season in the Premier League, not the Puskas. I might be wrong. I'm just gonna have to risk it. I think that's it. Zidane never. What? How did Ronaldo get a? Oh, Ronaldo's one might have been, you know, when he scored the overhead kick against Juventus. Damn. It would have been that one. That was probably his Puskas. AC Milan was his worst stint. Oh, João Felix. Yeah, definitely. The most viral moment from João Felix's stay at AC Milan was when Kyle Walker was telling him that he's not Messi. that was like the most viral moment of his stay at AC Milan. Right, where we're going? Who are you? Who are you? Saw some guy on Twitter say he's the best ever because he has a... Well, on that logic then, Olivier Giroud is the best ever. Or your United goal versus Sporting. I feel like it's probably the overhead kick against Juventus that he did. How long ago was that? That was like, what, 20... Was that 2017 when he did that? No, they played Juventus. He didn't do that in the Champions League final, because that 2017 final was Madrid-Juve. I think it was 2018 when he did that. It was in like the round of 16 or something. Yeah, I think it was in the round of 16 he just did that. The Juve bicycle kick. Yeah, I thought it was that, to be fair. Yeah, I thought it was that. Start with Tielemans. Oh, I'm doing the terrible. Goalkeepers with the fewest saves in Europe's Big 5 leagues in 25-26. The fewest saves? Right, who wasn't busy? Who wasn't a busy goalkeeper? Bale had... Oh, yeah, he had the... In that year's Champions League final, he scored a bicycle. Bindy. I'm going to go with Raya. Because Arsenal's defence was very tight, so I don't think he would have had to make that many saves. Yeah, David Raya. Yeah, for like 30... Vicario would have had to make a lot of saves. So definitely not him. I'm trying to think of teams that wouldn't have faced that many shots. God team, he wouldn't have faced that many shots. He let them in. He let them in. He let them in. Vicario let them in. He might not have played 30 games, though. Donnarumma, that's a show. Don't really think City faced that many chances. Donnarumma is on here. Oh, Stefanov. Yes. Courtois. No, Courtois would have faced a lot of shots last season. How the hell do you spell his name? Safanov. Oh, there. He's wrong. Damn. I'll put Courtois, but I feel like he would have faced quite a few shots last season. He is on here. I would put Juan Garcia, but he faces a shot, like about 10 shots every half. Neuer? Possibly? Neuer? I mean, Bayern do dominate the Bundesliga. Not Neuer. I'll go with Jan Sommer, because Inter Milan dominated AC Milan. AC Milan? Serie A, I was meant to say. Jan Sommer, right. Jan Sommer. Lamens. I don't know, I think Man United still faced a lot of chances. That's the thing. Oblak. See, Atletico Madrid aren't as defensively sound as what they were in like years gone by. Didn't play for. I think he's played 40 games and like about 40-ish games last season. Faced about. Oh, not anymore, Scruffy. Trust me. Atletico Madrid faced. They concede a lot of chances these days, aren't they? They're not as like defensively structured as what they were like 5 years ago. These days, they do concede quite a few more chances. Maybe it's just the fact that obviously their defense isn't as strong as it was like 5 years ago. But you know, Hiradeki, where's he at these days? I swear he's not at the Leverkusen anymore. I'm trying to think of like other keepers. Didn't we have to make how many saves? What about Chevalier? Because he would have played Liga in games, I would have imagined. No, wrong. Damn it. He's at Monaco. Who are the other answers? Di Gregorio. Juan Garcia was on there? What? Bro, we face about 10 shots every half. How? How do you have the fewest saves? What the hell? Oblak. Or even last season, Atletico Madrid were a bit more attack-minded. I know it's a shock horror, but it's true. Shock horror, but very true. Honestly, I have no idea who that keeper is. I assume he must play in Turkey. But no, he can't, because it's Europe's top 5 leagues. Turkish League isn't one of them. I think I've heard of this keeper. I think he plays in the Bundesliga. Robin Rizia, he plays for Lons in the Liga. I only know that because of my Leon career mode I did in FC 26. What, FIFA 26? And what a keeper. What a keeper. What a man. The man, the myth. That guy would just save everything. Oh, the second half's about to start. I was going to do another tenable, but the second half's about to start, so... Yeah, right. 2-0 up, of course. Goals courtesy of Rafinha and Adeyemi. Hopefully we can extend the lead in the second half, and obviously we're going to hope that Gavi's injury isn't anything too serious, because if it is, I'm a bit worried. I'm a little bit concerned, but what can you do? But yeah, it was pretty cool that Rafinha did like a little Spider-Man thing. He didn't do like his whole boop. He did like, he basically just done a Spider-Man like web shooting pose. So, all he's saying now on Instagram, someone's saying, oh, Rafinha's confirmed Alvarez to Barca. But no, come on now. Rafinha might just be a fan of Spider-Man. I mean, the new Spider-Man film's just been out in cinemas. He might have been to see it. You know what I mean? Do his back foot. Nobody wants to see me do a back foot because it's only going to end badly. And besides, we're bringing back pro clubs for the new FIFA. So if I'm out with a back injury, then it's going to have to delay the start. You know what I mean? Yeah, he might just like Spider-Man. He might just like Spider-Man. Just because he does a Spider-Man celebration, it doesn't mean it confirms Alvarez. I wish it was that simple, but it's definitely not. You'd be sat in that desk anyway. Yeah, just nursing the broken back from the backflip. But my back. It'll be fair. I'll be having to nurse that me back anyway, having to carry Commodore when he inevitably doesn't play at CDM. And when I'm the number 10, well, the attacking midfielder / striker who has to play every position in the midfield because Commodore just doesn't play at CDM. Oh. Exactly. If you put the bins out every Friday, it doesn't mean you're a bin man. Be running back and... Yeah, exactly. So I'll have to cover all the midfield. You know what I mean? I'm going to have some engine. I'm going to have to cover some ground. I'm going to have, like, the most covered ground in, like, the whole game. Right, vamos! Second half, hopefully just as good in as the first half. Would love to see Adeyemi get another goal. Yamal, it'd be nice to get Yamal get the first goal. Just a bit, but hey. True that, Timo Werner, true that. He runs back. Allegedly. Allegedly, he runs back. Allegedly. I mean, it would be down to me to do all the running back anyway. I have to be like that attacking midfielder who can play at striker, but then also plays at, like, CDM. You know what I mean? I have to be up, down, left, right, everywhere. I have to have some engine. That's all I'm going to say. I have to have pace to burn and stamina to burn. Because, my God, I'm going to be in every position on the pitch. I'm going to need to have the engine of Rafinha mixed with, like, God, like the positioning of me Busquets, prime Busquets. that is what I'm going to need. And, like, the pace of, like, what not, like, prime Usain Bolt. I'm going to need the pace off. Christ. It will be mental. It will be mental. Of course you can, Timo. Of course you can. More than welcome to. But of course it doesn't start till, obviously, the new FIFA's out. And by the time I mean it's out, I don't mean the Ultimate Edition, I mean the Standard Edition. Because, you know, just wait till, like, the whole Standard Edition. You will play anywhere except centre-back. So you're playing goal. We might need a goalie. Yamal, whipped over to Rafinha. He's in on goal. Could be 3-0. Rafinha! Oh, he scuffed the shot. Oh, Rafinha scuffed the shot. That's unfortunate. Just go ball the top from Yamal as well. He loves that little outside the boot ball, but then Rafinha, decent first touch, but then he just completely scuffed the shot. Can't promise any saves. Oh, well, we'll just leave it to the AI. We'll leave it to the AI. We'll let the AI do the goalkeeping. Oh, you want to be a left wing as Timo Werner? We'll see positions as we get to them. As we get closer to the time. We can sort out positions then. I mean, it's still like, what? About over a month until the game comes out? Well, about a month till the game comes out, so... Yeah, we've got a while. We got a while to plan. We got a while. We got a while. You don't need a bit fair. Fair enough. There's Mark Banal. And then Christensen. Inverted wing back. Hey. We're going to be doing this probably total football. Total football where the centre-back can be up front and then the striker can play at centre-back. We're just going to do total football. Oh, man. Pure total football. And it's going to dominate. I'm telling you now. Here's Eric. I mean, Yamal, outside the boot cross, but intercepted this time by Victor Chust. Clearance only goes as far as Pedri. And back to Christensen. Andreas Christensen. Of course, I'll be doing a match review for this game, guys, but I'll do that tomorrow morning, because it's been a pretty late one. So, or attack order, yeah, pretty much. But it's going to be like total football mixed with like Hansi Flick highline. You know what I mean? We're just gonna do that. We're gonna go total football with the Hansi Flick high line. We're just going to be all out attack, and then, like, defense is just secondary. We just plan to outscore our opponent, basically. That's the plan. Yeah, good clearance there from Joe Martin. Yeah, defense is optional. We just attack. We just all attack. Just send everyone forward. Everyone to charge forward. Ask questions later. You just gotta buy into the philosophy. Oh, man. Anyway, here's Elche again. Keeping a good spell possession, but they're still yet to trouble Juan Garcia as of yet. Which, of course, is a good thing for us, but the longer Juan Garcia goes without having to make a save, the better. The better, because obviously, he's a good goalkeeper. He's a very good shot stopper, but we don't want him to be too busy, you know what I mean? There were times last season where he was far too busy, and he was single-handedly got us points. Or a point. I remember Rayo Vallecano away last season. He was the entire reason we even got a point out that game. So, super Juan Garcia. Here come Elche now. This could be a chance for them, potentially. Need to close them down. So it's back. Be careful here, man. We don't want to be allowing them to think they're back in this game by pulling one back. I tell you what, Rafinha's been done all right in that striker position so far. Attack now, defend never. Yeah, literally. Literally. Whether it's 0-0 or we're 10-0 down, just full on attack mode. Full on attack mode. Whether it's the first minute or the 90th minute, we go full attack. Winning 9-8 is more important than winning 1-0. In FIFA terms, yes. In real life terms, hell no. Oh, man. Right, good interception from Pedri. Oh, Pedri with the silky feed. Oh, my God. God, I have missed watching Pedri. I have really missed watching Pedri, but for some reason, we're struggling to get out of our own half here. Right, can we wake up, please? Elche are starting to bring their own kind of press. They're starting to bring their own press, Elche. Getting a bit rude here. They're getting a bit rude. That's all I'm going to say. I suppose they feel like they've got nothing to lose at this point. They're 2-0 down. They got nothing to lose at this point. They got nothing to lose. Bulletproof. Ref! Foul! Oh, dear me. That shouldn't have counted because it was a clear foul on Gerard Martin there. That looked like a foul from Merente, number 20 for them. That looked like a foul in real time. That's all I'm going to say. That looked like a foul. Personally, that looked like a foul. Go on, Rafinha. Oh. Cleared away, but it's only as far as the main Yamal. I'd like to see Yamal get his first goal this season. That'd be nice. That would be nice. If Yamal can get his first goal this season, that'd be huge. That would be huge. I'd also like to see Gordon come off the bench and get his first goal. That'd be nice as well. To course, fellow Englishman, you know. Here goes Adeyemi. Got a lot of space on the left-hand side. Adeyemi. Loses off for Rafinha. Back to Adeyemi. Adeyemi. Off to the main Yamal. Wide. Wide, unfortunately. It was nice to see them linking up with each other, though. Rafinha, Adeyemi, and Yamal. It was nice to see them linking up with each other there. Yeah, Yamal, decent strike from him, but just a bit too much. Well, he was a bit too much under the ball, and then obviously that made the ball rise up, and then, yeah. You know what I mean. You know what I mean, people. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Mississippi Queen. I tell you what, I'm glad there's no more heat waves scheduled for the UK. Because I was sick to death of the heat waves. That's all I'm going to say. There better not be any more heat waves planned, though. Because I don't think I could survive another one. I don't know if I could survive another one. I don't know if I could survive another one. Another one. Another one. Like, come on, man. Back line's all got some solid ratings on FOTMob. That's what you like to see. Solid ratings on the old FOTMob. Rafinha with the cheeky 8.7 currently. Super Rafinha. The man. Who knows? Maybe Rafinha could just chill in this striker position. As like a false nine. He might just be the guy. Oh, I can see what Yamal was trying to do there. Trying to feed it through for Firmin. Might get a second bite of the cherry, but... Pass again, just he couldn't really execute it to perfection. Great attacker, Gordon, Adeyemi, and Yamal. Weird. Gordon, Adeyemi, and Yamal. And then, don't forget Super Rafinha. And Super Rafinha. We can't forget Super Rafinha. Super Rafinha. The man. MSN, oh, we got, oh. If I say that, I might get cancelled, so I'm gonna say the last bit. But, yeah, that's an interesting run for it. Oh god. Anyways, Firmin and Eric Garcia. Eric's done very well at right back today. Of course, he seems to be the trusted right back at the minute. Seems to be ahead of Kunde in the pecking order by Hansi Flick. So to be fair, Kunde last season, it wasn't a very good season by him. He was very inconsistent. He looked a bit better at the World Cup, but he's going to have to do a lot to get back into this team. Because, again, for the most part of last season, Kunde was very inconsistent. It was only at the World Cup where he was starting to show his best level again. So, yeah. He needs to try and get back to his best if he can. Jules Koundé. Jules Koundé. Imagine he'll come on at some point in the second half, I imagine, but we'll see. We shall see. Pedri just played over the Yamal on the right-hand side, but gets intercepted by Victor Chust. And the goalkeeper has claimed the ball. Elche getting ready to make two substitutions. I gotta try and keep it away from our box if we can. Try and keep it away. Like, be careful. Keep the press going. Go on, Adeyemi. Oh, nearly had it. But Xavi Espart wins a back high up the pitch. That's what you'd love to see from him. Xavi Espart, then the charge, tries to play forward for Fermin Lopez, but his pass gets intercepted. Free kick, ref! Come off it, ref. It was a foul. Referee. Xavi Espart has put in one hell of a performance, by the way. Let's just put it out there. Xavi Espart has put in one hell of a performance tonight so far. Superb performance. Absolutely superb performance from Super Xavi Espart tonight. Everyone see Aston Villa get absolutely battered of Brighton today? Like, I was certainly not expecting that. Certainly was not expecting that. But here. 4-0 at 30 minutes. Yeah, I was gobsmacked when I'd seen that. Like, what the hell happened there? It looks like Aston Villa might be in for a lot of pain this season. Let's just put it that way. Well, if that game's anything to go by, they might be in for a world of pain. They might be in for a hell of a world of pain. There's Christensen, the Danish Maldini, back, fit and available. But for how long, though? No, I don't want to diss Christensen too much, but his injury record is pretty suspect. That's just, let's put it that way. Christensen's injury record is tad bit concerning. Tad bit concerning. Let's just put it like that. It is a tad bit concerning. There's Eric Garcia. There's off of Fermin Lopez who's drifted over to the right-hand side. Looks very weird seeing Fermin with the number 7, but I'll get used to it eventually. Where's the offside there, then? Where's the supposed offside there? Some midfielder in the Championship completed 0 passes in an entire half. What? I'm guessing his team just never touched the ball. Or he just never touched the ball. I don't know how that's even possible. Or you don't complete a single pass. Like, how? He got 25 touches. What the? I guess he just got dispossessed every time. Oh, man. It's like that meme from like a few years ago when Benzema was saying, like, not for his Madrid teammates not to pass to Vinicius Jr. As he was saying, he's playing against us. It's actually like that. Recreation. Full-on recreation of that. Maybe one of them to play and get bored. Got bored. Possibly. He was just like, no, you know what? You know what? I don't want to complete a pass today. Let's just lose the ball. And go on the mean. We're against his man, Lamine Yamal. He gets doubled up on, obviously, as you would expect. Ref, come on. How was that not a foul? I don't even know. I don't even know. Mamma mia. It's crossed in. Yes, Juan. That's what I'd love to have now. Ever since last season, Juan Garcia has proved by having a top quality goalkeeper as necessary. Someone who actually is commanding in his box. Unlike a certain statue, Mr. Juan Garcia actually dominates in the box. Where's Rafinha? Rafinha. And Eric Garcia. Mark Bernal. Good spell possession this. Fermin Lopez. Wonder if Hansi Flick's planning on making any substitutions as of yet, because Elche have got 3 prepared on their bench. And it's Pedri. And Joe Martin. The one Julie one, he passed the ball straight to an opponent who scored from... Oh, my God. That is what we call stinker material. Is Adeyemi. There's a back for Rafinha, who dummies up for Mark Bernal. Into Fermin Lopez. Oh, he's trying to lay it off for Yamal. Oh... Maybe probably should have just pulled the trigger. Either Bernal or Fermin probably should have just pulled the trigger for themselves. Oh, that's unfortunate. No, play on. Oh, no, we're going to get the free kick, I think. Are we? No, we're playing on. Pedri. Now into the main Yamal. Eric Garcia is there in support. Yamal. Over to Fermin. Back for the main Zidrine Yamal. Eric Garcia. It's still mad to think that Eric Garcia is a World Cup winner. the rise of Eric Garcia under Hansi Flick is just immense. Pedri. One was Javier Sport. Adeyemi. Go on, Adeyemi. He's had a very good game, Adeyemi. He tries to get past his man. He has got past his man. Tries to square it. Oh. Adeyemi's been superb today. He genuinely has. Absolutely superb. The pace he has is absolutely terrifying. Genuinely terrifying. What a player. If he can play like this throughout the whole season, then honestly, signing him for like 22 million. Absolute bargain. I still stand by that is probably going to be the bargain of the summer. A player of Adeyemi's quality when he's at his best for only 22 million in the modern era of football is an absolute bargain. Absolute bargain. Kareem the Dream. Oh, what a back heel from Rafinha. Fermin Lopez tries to find Yamal. Yamal can he... Oh, vital interception there. An Elche defender, I believe, was Victor Chust again. Vital interception, that. Vital interception. Like Elche, they're making their subs now, so number 20? I've just realised they have Buenanotte, the guy who was at Leicester and Brighton. So 21 is coming on for Elche. Thankfully, I only have to do the subs coming on for the other team. 21. I'm about to think that meme's like nearly 10 years old. Buenanotte is coming on. For Premier League fans, you'll know who that is. Buenanotte and the guy called Neto. Oh no, Neto gone off? Gordon and Olmo coming on for us. Oh no, Neto is them. But Gordon coming on. Couldn't catch who that was for, but guess we'll soon find out. Adeyemi. Adeyemi and Yamal makes sense to bring him off. But Adeyemi, Kareem the Dream. My man. My man. Kareem the Dream. And yes, it makes sense to bring off Yamal. He needs to be, he's back in sight slowly but surely. Slowly but surely needs to be eased back in the main. Can't be expecting to play full 90-minute games when he's had a just not long come back from his break from the World Cup. Here come Elche. Vital block that. Lovely stuff that from Eric. Lovely. Then Olmo came on as well. Danny Olmo, always believe in your soul. You got the power to know. Also went to KFC earlier and they tell you they have no chicken, then ask if you still want to order. But how can KFC run out of chicken? That's like an Italian saying they don't have any more pasta. How? How does that even happen? That's a massive board, yeah. It looks like La Liga is sponsored by Duracell. You know, the batteries. The batteries you can get off Duracell. It looks like La Liga are now sponsored by Duracell. So... great stuff. La Liga, the gift that keeps on giving. So they'll happily be sponsored by like EA, call the league La Liga EA Sports, and then they'll also be sponsored by Duracell and pay for fancy 4K cameras and everything like that. But no, they won't pay for goal line technology. La Liga, everybody. La Liga. Oh, God. La Liga Duracell. Hey, to be fair, it sounds better than La Liga EA Sports, which it actually still is known as, but I guess Duracell's just like a secondary sponsor. There's Anthony Gordon. There's in for Rafinha for his second, and what a finish! Rafinha makes it 3-0, and that is for sure game over. Anthony Gordon getting his first goal contribution in an official game for Barca. You love to see it. 3-0, and that is for sure game, set, and match. 3 points. 3-0 on our first game of the La Liga season. Vamos! Lovely. What man? Hey, who needs a striker when we've got Rafinha? Who needs a striker when you got Rafinha? You know what I mean? Who needs a striker when you got Rafinha? A Ballon d'Or contender score against Elche. Hey, you gotta celebrate a goal when it's a goal. Doesn't matter who you play against. You know, you get me. Good stuff. Good assist from Gordon, by the way. Very good assist from Anthony. Very good assist from Anthony Gordon. Shout out to Gordon. Shout out to Mr. Anthony Gordon with the assist. Shout outs to Gordon. I know that he's had a lot of doubters, myself included, when we paid like 70 million for him, but hey. So in pre-season, Gordon impressed. He definitely did. And yeah, obviously he's got an assist here, so fair play to Gordon. Fair play to Anthony Gordon. Oh, here's the Duracell substitution board again. Here we go. That just looks so Tim Pot, man. Oh my god. Oh god. Right, they're number 9. The actual, like, guy with the number 9 shirts, come on. That just genuinely looks like so Tim Pot, man. Having a Duracell substitution board. Woohoo, Raul scored past Lincoln City. Hey! Whoever it's against, you gotta celebrate, you know what I mean? Oh god! Elche hit the post. Wow, he might have. Who knows? Super Raul Jimenez. What a guy. What a guy. Hey, who needs a striker when you've got Rafinha? We don't need a striker, we've got Rafinha. That's what we have. Who needs a striker when you've got Rafinha? I mean, I know it's only Elche, but still. Nkunku is going back to Leipzig. On loan. Wow. Oh, Elche coming forward here. They might get a consolation. Big saves, one. Let's focus on keeping the clean sheet, boys. Switch on. Stay switched on. Let's try and keep the clean sheet. Try and keep the clean sheet. Yeah, and Nkunku's going back to Leipzig on loan. Here's Rafinha hunting for a hat-trick. Rafinha, there's it off. Danny Olmo! Oh, wide. Just wide for Olmo. Rafinha knew he had another assist. Rafinha's cooked today. Absolutely cooked. I'll tell you what, when he wears the captain's armband, he just elevates to another level. Like Rafinha with the captain's armband is someone who should be feared in the world of football. Because that man just turns into a prime. I don't even know. He just turns into a beast, is what I'm basically trying to say. The man's insane. The man's game just elevates to like the next level when he has that captain's armband. And so it should. So it should, realistically. So it should. Olmo playing in behind Fermin Lopez. He's here. Well, not Fermin Lopez. Anthony Gordon in 1v1. Squared for Fermin. Tap in. Oh, Anthony Gordon. What an impact off the bench from him. 2 assists. And Fermin with a cheeky salute. First goal with the number 7 shirt as well for Fermin Lopez. What a start of the season this has been. 4-0. And what a way to start off the season. We mean business. We mean business. Hey, Anthony. Shout-outs. Gordon with the DOS assists. DOS assistos. What a ball this is from Olmo, by the way. Well, I don't know what Elche are doing defensively. Like, mamma mia. What are they doing defensively? And very unselfish from Gordon as well. Because I imagine most forwards will be shooting there. But fair play to Gordon to seeing that Fermin was there. And just to sweat it off to him for a tap-in. Or square it to him for a tap-in. We used to call it sweaty in back in the day when on like FIFA. But yeah, fair play. Fair play. Wait, where's the text? I used to have like text that said like ×2. Where we are. I think ×2 for the assists. Wait, where is it? Subs, aggregate. Where is it? Well, I guess I'll just have to add it. Add new text. Text. Times DOS. Yep, 4-0, we are cooking. Now I just want the clean sheet, boys. I want that clean sheet. I want that majestic clean sheet if we can. Gracias muy bien. Gracias muy bien would be very much appreciated. I mean, 0 goals and assists against Elche. He is still just coming back from the World Cup, though. We have to remember that. We have to remember that. He is still... He's just slowly building himself back up again. Let's just try and remember. The World Cup ended... Yeah, but he was on an extended holiday. He came back late. He didn't really have a pre-season. Oh, hey. All these are out. The all these are out. We're 73 minutes in and we're whipping out the all these. A clean sheet would be nice to round off this first game of the season. It would be nice. Of course, the scoreline's great, and if we can add more goals, the better. It'll be even better, but let's just, let's try and stay out the clean sheet, because it's not very often that we have an opportunity to get a clean sheet. So, let's just try and keep a clean sheet if we can. You know? Let's try and keep the clean sheet, because the clean sheet would be very nice at this point. Would be very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Go on, Gordon. Gordon's had one hell of an impact since coming off the bench, it has to be said. 2 assists for him. Man deserves a goal. Man fully deserves a goal. For the impact he's had since coming off the bench. Fair play to him. I'll tell you what, whoever starts, whether it's Gordon or Adeyemi, whichever one of them, whichever one of them comes off the bench, they're going to have an impact. It's just insane that we've got that such quality depth in the attack now. Absolutely insane, and it's really good to have. Of course, as well, they're both very versatile as well, because obviously Gordon can play on the either wing or up front, same with Adeyemi. So yeah, it's great to have that kind of versatility. Here's Fermin Lopez, Rafinha in behind, he could get his hattie! Rafinha! 1v1 with the keeper, Rafinha! Oh, good save. Oh, it was offside anyway. It was offside anyway. So, wouldn't have made a difference even if he had scored, but, yeah. Oh, that is pretty tight, but... Yeah, I guess we'll never know whether it would have counted or not. You'll start for... Yes, you will, Timo Werner. Indeed, you will. You'd have to start up front, though, because we don't have an actual striker, but, you know. Oh, on a cooling break. As that Liga like to call it. But what's the point in having a cooling break in 4-0, 75 minutes in? What's the point in that? How we doing, CP? I'm doing absolutely fantastic. Of course, with the score. Ferran Torres scored twice for PSG. Right. But PSG drew, though, so... Ah, you love to say it. Yeah, Rafinha striker, and he got 2 goals and an assist. The man is cooked. The man is cooked today. He played CSGO, I believe it means. Nice. Nice, CP. Nice. Nice. What is the point in having a cooling break when we were 75 minutes in? It was only 15 minutes plus any additional time. Like, what's the point in that? Like, just to have it at like 60 minutes. But why the hell have it at 75? It makes no sense. Oh, God, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, but whatever. We just roll with it. We just roll with it anyway. We roll with it anyway. What can you do? What can you do? I said, hey. I don't know why I'm singing. I don't know why I'm singing, but hey. I just break into a song sometimes. What can I say? We still got 2 more subs if we want to use them. Hey, bring on Hamza Abdel Karim. Hansi, the game's won. Let's bring on Hamza. Bring on Hamza Abdel Karim. Let him have his La Liga debut. He deserves it. The man deserves it. He had such a good pre-season. The man deserves it. Bring him on. Bring the man on. Bring my geezer on. Because, especially considering he's the only recognised striker at the club right now. Bring him on. Bring him on. Oh, no. Bring him on. Saints. Bring him on. Onto the pitch. Bring him on. No. Good interception there. It is just the only downside of this game is obviously Gavi having to go off injured. Just to hope it's nothing too serious. Pedri and Anthony Gordon. Gordon driving forward. Led off to Javier Espart, who, again, exceptional performance from him. Whether Javier Espart is like right back, left back, or in midfield, like what he was in pre-season, he just always seems to put in a top quality performance. Honestly, this could be his breakout season, and I am all for it. Absolutely all for it, but Javier Espart. Is Fermin Lopez, good turn! Fermin! 5-0! Fermin Lopez gets his 2nd goal of the game, and it is 5-0 now. Hey, 5-0. 5-star performance to start off the season. Lovely stuff. The Ferminator. 5-0. Watch out, Europe. That's all I'm saying. Hey, we're coming for the Champo. You say that the Champions League patch I got here. We're going to make this 6. We're going to make this a 6. I'm telling you now that this is going to become a 6. That is going to become a 6 very soon. Oh, here he is. How we doing, Mr. Cometo? Xavier Spark with the assist as well. Fair play to him. We might only have a 5 on this now, but this is going to become a 6. Let me tell you. We're coming for the trample. Let me tell you. This is soon going to become a 6. Mark my words. That is soon going to become a 6. Soon going to become a 6. Well. It'll be 6 for next season and then 7 for the season after. You know what I mean, Timo Werner? Like, I mean, a man can dream, right? Koundé has come on for Mark Bernal. Jules Koundé has come on for Bernal. Rafinha's off. I didn't see who Rafinha came off for. Cancelo. Cancelo for his 3rd debut. Rafinha couldn't get his hat-trick, but hey, he got plenty as it is. It is indeed. It is indeed, Mike. This is a top-tier start of the season. 5-0. All I'm saying is, Europe, watch out. Because this 5 is going to become a 6. If we play like this. Especially if we can add in a top-quality number 9. That 5 is going to become a 6. Mark my words. Mark my words. And Elche made one last change. Big ass. I almost said something else there. So, come on for Elche. Now, can we keep a clean sheet? I'd love that. Now can we keep a clean sheet? That would be very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Of course, our next game is at home to Bilbao. Our first home game of the season against Bilbao. And that's on Thursday night at 8 p.m. UK time. So I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm just happy that the watch-alongs are back. I've certainly missed the watch-alongs. I mean, we had that little break, of course, after the World Cup. But yeah, it's great to be back now. It is great to be back with the watch-alongs. And yep, we're hopefully in for a very successful season. Hopefully in for a very successful season. Hopefully, anyway. We gotta hope and pray. Hope and pray. And just hope that maybe we can add maybe 1 or 2 more players in this transfer window. Obviously, a striker is definitely necessary, as well as maybe another centre-back. But mainly a striker. We need to bring in a striker. Like, someone for that number 9 position. We need to bring in, I don't know, whether it's Alvarez or whoever. Like, just bring in a top-quality number 9. And that is, like, literally the missing piece of this jigsaw. Bring in a top-quality number 9, and we can cook. We can cook. We can cook. We can genuinely cook. I mean, we're doing this already without a recognised striker, so imagine what we'll do with an actual striker. Woo! That's all I'm saying. That is all I'm gonna say. God, Xavier Spark, what a player. 8.6 rating he has on FotMob, and rightfully so. He's been absolutely superb this game, getting himself an assist, and of course defensively he's been solid going forward. He's been very good as well. He had a very good game, Xavier Spark, and I feel like this will be his breakout season. I feel like this will be his breakout season for Xavier Spark. And I hope that will be the case. I hope that will be the case. Of course, many players had a good game today. Rafinha, superb. Fermin Lopez being very good as well. Gordon coming off the bench has been immense. Adeyemi getting his goal was absolutely good. Very convincing game. It was indeed, GX. It was indeed. Very convincing game. And we start off as we mean to go on. That's what I'd like to say. We start off as we mean to go on. As we mean to go on. And we're still hunting for more goals as well, which is the good, even better thing. Koundé, bro. Wait, well, no, Cancelo's playing as a winger. Cancelo's playing as a winger and Koundé's playing at right back. Did I say Ferran Torres scored? I did. I'd seen on Instagram earlier that he scored 2 goals, but they drew, so... Go on, Anthony Gordon. It could be 6. Anthony Gordon! Straight into the hands of the keeper, unfortunately. Straight into the hands of the keeper. So almost playing in the false 9. Gordon on the left, and then Cancelo on the right. So that's what we're rocking with right now. That is what we are rocking with. Christensen's gonna play the full 90 minutes. Damn. Christensen is genuinely gonna play the full 90 minutes. Fair play, Christensen. Hopefully this season Christensen can play a lot more football. I mean, of course he's not going to be a regular starter, but whenever he does play, I hope he can play quite a lot of minutes. Olmo. Come on, Olmo, let's get it. If we can get a 6, that'll be just unreal. Although, leaving it at 5-0 would be quite impressive, because it would be a 5-star performance, wouldn't it? Oh, but he'll come Elche. They might get a chance to pull one back. Easy, Catras Juan. Juan Garcia. The man, the myth. The legend. What a keeper. It's Olmo and João Cancelo. So nice to have Cancelo on a permanent this time. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, it was so great to not have to worry about getting players registered in time. Thank the Lord. It's also been great this summer to not have to pretend to be a lawyer. And understand an FFP and crap like that. Hallelujah. I'm not to pretend to be some accountant or whatever. Oh, God. Hallelujah for that. One summer where I don't have to pretend I don't understand anything about being an accountant or anything like that. Oh, God. Here's Pedri. Oh, what a ball that is. Oh, Gordon tried to get there, but yeah, he was just a bit too far away. Didn't start his run in time. Didn't start his run in time. Yeah, honestly, I just want the clean sheet now at this point. 5-0 would be a superb way to start off the season. Pedri, think over the top for João Cancelo, but couldn't find him. Kind of similar with Gordon, really. FFP doesn't have teeth anywhere. Oh, it does in La Liga, trust me. It might not in the Premier League, but in La Liga, whew. FFP is a big thing in La Liga, let me tell you. Like, holy hell. Like, it is... Whew. Let's just say FFP can screw you over big time if you're pretty bad in it, in La Liga. Because there's this thing where we're currently in the 1-for-1 rule, which means every euro we earn, we can use that to, like, sign a player or whatever. But then, let's say if you're 1-for-2, every euro you earn, you can only use half of that. 1-for-3, every euro you earn, you can only use a third. And then 1-for-4, or a quarter, so on and so forth. So, yeah. That's why you see teams like Sevilla, like Valencia, struggle. Because the struggle to meet the 1-for-1 rule, and that league is ridiculously strict FFP rules. You know what I mean? The city... yeah. Honestly, if the Premier League had that league's FFP restrictions, like... Let's just say the City case would have probably been solved by now. Let's just put it that way. Let's just put it that way. I mean, the only reason I had to learn what all that 1-for-1 rule is was because, meh, that's the state of La Liga. That's La Liga FFP for you. You don't know anything about the actual regulations for FFP in, like, the Premier League or whatever. But for La Liga, you have to know every single bit. The average guy, like me, has to know every single bit of FFP in La Liga. My God. I act like I was an accountant for so many seasons now. But thankfully, this season, that hasn't had to be the case. Oh. I should breathe a sigh of relief that I haven't had to pretend to be an accountant this summer. Hallelujah. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Anyway, let's just see the rest of this game out. Get a clean sheet if we can, because yeah, the clean sheet would just be the cherry on top. Obviously scoring 5 goals in our first game of the season would be lovely stuff. Would have been nice if Rafinha could have got his hat-trick, but nah. You could save the goals for Thursday against Bilbao. With a bit of luck. I mean, who knows? Maybe we might have a striker by then. We might have a striker by Thursday. Who knows? We might have a new striker. We'll just have to see if Deco can cook. We'll have to see if Mr. Deco can cook. Here come Elche trying to get a consolation. Good clearance there from Christensen. Cancelo seals the clearance. He seals the clearance. Question is how many minutes at a time we're going to have. Surely not that many. Well, there might be a little bit because we have a cooling break. Well, had a cooling break. And obviously there's been a lot of goals. There's been 3 goals in this second half. So, you know. Oh, there we go. There's the 4th official holding the Duracell battery. Hey. The Duracell battery back in force. Oh, thanks for the raid, CP. Appreciate it. 3 minutes at a time, as we've learned from the massive Duracell battery. Yeah, the 4th official's holding up a massive, you know, the substitution board and that. He's holding up the board, and it's basically just a massive Duracell battery. If you know, you know. Oh, God. La Liga's just constantly wanting to make itself look embarrassing. Much more, oh yeah, much more convincing than them absolute frauds last night. Dear me. Shows you how bad they are when they couldn't even batter an absolutely crap Espanyol. Because let me tell you, Espanyol are absolute dog. So the fact that Madrid struggled to beat them is embarrassing. That is all I'm going to say. That is all I'm going to say. Get mauled by the mauled by the Tigers. Oh, man. Getting mauled by the Tigers. Yeah, that's not gonna mauled by the Tigers anytime soon. Oh, go on. I'll tell you who deserves a goal, Anthony Gordon. There's João Cancelo. Cancelo tries to find an option. There's enough for Firmin. Gone a bit behind him, but he's not going to be able to keep the ball. Gordon's got 2 assists, but he definitely does deserve a goal. He deserves a goal. The impact he's had since coming off the bench has been insane. Rodri's not available for this game, CP. He's still recovering from that back surgery he had after the World Cup. So he hasn't started. He's doing individual training from what I've heard, but he's gonna do group. He's gonna do his first group training session on tomorrow. So yeah, how was Adeyemi? He was very good, very very good. Constantly getting past his man, having obviously got his goal. He was very impressive, Adeyemi. Very very impressive. I was very impressed by his debut. And obviously Gordon as well, being very good coming off the bench, getting 2 assists. Could have easily shot for Firmin's first goal. He could have easily went for goal himself, but no, he chose to be unselfish and squared off for Firmin for a tap in. So yeah, fair play to Gordon for that. I know many players wouldn't want to do that. Rodri is having a pre-rehab bash. I mean, you never know. The only downside for signing Rodri is he doesn't have social media, so I can't drop him a follow on Instagram, which, yeah, makes me a bit sad, but what can you do? What can you do? Here's Koundé. Koundé's pass is deflected, almost trying to win it back, but it's gone back to Elche. Oh, is that it? Wait, what? Ref. Well, whatever, there was a VAR check, but whatever. But full time here. Vamos! What a way to start off the season. A 5-0 win. Mental scenes. Absolutely mental. But of course, Rafinha gets man of the match on football, as he should. As he goddamn should. But yeah, what a start to the season. He's got La Liga's official man of the match as well. Superb stuff. I just hope that Gavi's going to be okay, because we don't want him having a reoccurrence of any knee injury or whatever. But yeah, superb performance all around. Rafinha, definitely man of the match. Adeyemi, superb debut from him. Same with Anthony Gordon coming off the bench with the 2 assists. But now, solid in the midfield. Fermin Lopez, very good second half performance from him. Looks like Gavi's okay. So, he's walking about. So, hopefully it is nothing serious. Xavier Spart, another standout performer today. Super performance from him defensively and as well as going forward, trying to make things happen. And of course, he got the assist for Fermin Lopez's second goal. Superb stuff from Javier Espart. Joan Garcia didn't really have much to do, but whenever he was called upon, pulled off some very good saves. It was nice to see Christensen complete a full 90 minutes. It's something that he just could not do last season, so very good to see that he was able to complete 90 minutes. Jean Martin continuing to be solid at left centre-back. Eric Garcia, again, solid from him. Overall, solid display, has to be said. And all I'm saying is I cannot wait for when Pedri and Rodri can play with each other in this team. It's going to be very good indeed. And of course, our next match is on Thursday night against Bilbao at the Camp Nou, which I am very much looking forward to, our first home game of the season. But yeah, that is where... actually, I'll answer your question, CP. When are you playing CSGO? I've got no idea. I've got no idea, to be honest with you. If it's free, I'll try it out, but if it costs money, then... yeah, I'll have to wait till some other time. But yeah, anyway, that's where we're going to leave this watch along for today, guys. Thanks to everyone who's watched. Thanks to Mike, Timo Werner, CP, Cometo, Scriffy, Josh. There's been that many people. Never going to live you up. There's been that many people. All the people all on the old TikTok as well, and anybody else that may have been here at any point in time on Twitch, YouTube, or TikTok. Thank you all for watching, and I shall see you for the next watch along on Thursday night as we take on Bilbao at the Camp Nou. Vamos!